YTBC, what's the deal? So, good fight last night between Abner Mars and Santa Cruz. It was a good brawl, toe-to-toe action. I actually picked Mars to win the fight, so I got that fight wrong. But it was a close, hard-fought fight. Right now, watching what is this? Mike Tyson versus Tony Tubbs. Watching the whole program. You know, I like to watch old fights, and I like to watch the whole program as far as the lead up, the build up to the fight, because it lets you, it gives you an idea of what the atmosphere was like leading up to fights like this. Was this Tyson? I think I'm watching Tyson Spinks or Tyson Tubbs. I'm not sure. But the Tyson Spinks fight, that was a pretty even fight. A lot of people were picking Spinks in that fight. But let me get to the topic at hand, man. And I was just on boxingscene.com, and a lot of news going on. But, I've seen Leonard Ellerby was talking about, if Floyd Mayweather were to fight Vladimir Klitschko, he still won't get respect. And this isn't the first time I've heard this. I've heard this from different fans. I've heard different uploaders make videos about this comment. This whole that, if Floyd Mayweather were to fight Spinks, or not Spinks, but Klitschko, he still wouldn't get credit. If he was to beat Klitschko, he still wouldn't get credit. And I heard one YouTube uploader make a video about this, and he made some valid points that I was thinking the same thing too, but I'm just going to speak on it. I mean, do you guys really think if he was to fight, and I know it's hypothetical, I know it sounds ridiculous even talking about it, but if he was to really fight Vladimir Klitschko and beat him, do you really think nobody would give him credit? You can't really think that, man, unless it's somebody. Now, is there going to be people on here trolling if he was to fight Klitschko and beat him? Yes, there's going to be trolls, but do you really think the fans, the real fans of boxing, were to watch Floyd Mayweather beat Vladimir Klitschko, we wouldn't give him credit? I think we're taking it too far, and it's funny, man, because it's like if you say, I want to see him fight Golovkin, oh, he might as well just fight Klitschko. It's like, no, there's a fucking huge difference between fighting Golovkin and fighting Klitschko. Again, I don't make Golovkin out to be this huge boogeyman. I think he's a very beatable fighter. At the same time, he kicks a lot of ass, you know what I'm saying? And he probably is the best middleweight right now. I'm not trying to take nothing away from Golovkin, but just like Golovkin and any other fighter that's fighting or that has fought or that will fight, I think they're beatable. Even if you haven't lost, I still think you're beatable. Doesn't mean you've been beaten. Mayweather's never been beaten, but I think he's beatable. If he gets in there with the right person, they can beat him. And I think Golovkin and Mayweather would be a good fight. Like I always say, I would like to see Floyd go up to 6 weight classes and win 6 titles. Only a few guys have done it. Pacquiao, De La Hoya. There's only a few guys that's ever done it. So I like to see if he can do it. It's not like I'm asking him to do something that's never been done because De La Hoya and Pacquiao did it. So I'm not asking of something for Floyd Mayweather that's never been done in the history of boxing, and I'm picking on him. Not picking on him, just asking him to do something that I've seen done, and I think he's able to do it. Like I've always said, I would probably slightly favor Mayweather against Golovkin. Some people think I'm tripping. Some people call me a Flomo. Oh, man, that's the Flomo in you. No, I just think that Floyd can just find a way to just bicycle around the ring, pot shot, and possibly win. Now, could he get knocked out? He could. There's no guarantees, man. It's just, what I think how the fight could play out. But this whole thing about if he fought Klitschko, he still won't get credit. To me, man, it's like you got fans that are younger that are coming up hearing some of this shit. Like I was watching Floyd in the gym. He was training. I watched his training session and I was able to catch the all access of him and Berto. I watched Berto's media day workout, watched Floyd's media day workout. Floyd was toying around with some guy in sparring. Don't even know who the dude was. Then he fought a black fighter. He fought a Mexican dude and a black dude. One dude, the black dude, was trying to box and be slick. Floyd caught on to that, was talking shit, getting the dude out of his game. He was a young fighter in there giving the champ some work. And then the Mexican dude was pretty much slow as fuck. I don't know why he was even in there, but again, Floyd was trying to just work on things, what he can do, what he can't do. Just working, And I watched Berto. He was hitting mitts, skipping rope half-heartedly. Both guys look like they're physically ready to go. But just when Floyd's training, he's shitting on Ali, saying that he's the best while he's training, and that's cool. Who doesn't think they're the best? But it's like, just say you're the best and just talk about your stats. You don't have to hit the mitts, say you're the best. And while there's other young fighters around you watching you fight, only thing they hear you say is, Ali lost to a fight with 7 fighters, talking about Leon Spinks. Or Ali just laid against the ropes and wait for a motherfucker to get tired, talking about the George Foreman fight. And if you watch that fight with Foreman, there was a lot more going on than Ali just laying against the ropes and waiting for Foreman to get tired. You left out the part that he's parrying a lot of Foreman's punches. A lot of those punches were hitting Ali's elbows. You didn't talk about how the most significant punch of the fight was Ali landing his lead right hand right off the top. And that, to me, discombobulated George from the beginning when Ali was landing not even a jab. He was landing lead right hands. And that, to me, got kind of George off his square a little bit. But you leave out a lot of things, you know. So to a lot of young fighters in there in the gym, they might not even go watch Ali. They just know Ali being this dude with Parkinson's, and he used to say he was the greatest when he used to fight. But if they learn history from your motherfucking ass, they're going to think Ali was some dude that laid against the ropes and lost to a dude with 7 fights. He did lose to Leon Spinks. I'm not saying he didn't, but to sit here and act as if that's all Ali done, you know, he was a heavyweight champ that, you know, come on, man. You know, it's just like if somebody was sitting here talking shit about Floyd to a point where you say, okay, man, you're being kind of disrespectful. As a fan, you'll stand up and say, hey, man, you know, we might not like Floyd, some of the things he do, but we're not going to disrespect him totally. As a fight fan, you want to let that go down. Okay, well, I'm not going to let it go down with Ali, man, because it's just Floyd being Floyd, I guess. But just sometimes when you watch it and you're watching him in the gym and he's talking shit about Ali, then you have all these dudes in the gym that are like agreeing with them and shaking their head. Some of these dudes look like older men, older than me, in their 40s and 50s. And I'm just sitting there looking like, why don't y'all say something, man? But I understand you're in Mayweather's gym and he's paying you, and you know, nobody's going to bite the hand that feeds them. But it's just, I couldn't be in that gym. I just couldn't. And not because Ali's my favorite fighter. I'll tell you all the time, I don't think Ali ever beat Ken Norton. And he's my favorite. You can argue the second fight, but even that fight was debatable. I thought Norton at least won 2 out of 3 against Ali. But they gave Ali 2 out of 3. So you know what I'm saying? I know how to be objective when I'm talking about the man. But I couldn't be in that gym. I just couldn't. Not hearing him talk about some topics, because I know a lot of this is just motivation for him while he's training. I understand, you know, but it's kind of bullshit. But just, yeah, man, just reading that comment, and just, I've seen fans say it too. If you know, Mayweather was to beat Klitschko, he wouldn't get credit. If Mayweather were to go in there and beat a real life lion, you know, they shipped a lion from Africa and they put fucking Mayweather in a pit with him, with the lion, and Ali was the victorious, he still won't get credit. We're taking shit overboard, man. No, only thing is Andre Berto wasn't on the fucking radar. That's all. Okay, you gave us Pacquiao, but we have to wait 5-6 years. I don't give a fuck who fault it was, rather who fault you think it is. It took 6 years for it to happen. Then people like to bring up Ray Leonard. Oh, well, you know, it took Ray Leonard X amount of years to fight Hagler. Okay, yeah, it did. But that was requiring him to move up. He had detached retina, all this other shit going on. This is just Floyd, just him and Pacquiao just fucking around and not getting the fight done. Nobody was hurt or, you know, any of that. Okay, Floyd did retire, if you want to call it that. To me, it was just an extended vacation, but it is what it is, man. Like, Berto just wasn't on the radar, Floyd and his team. That's all. Nobody was sitting here after the Pacquiao fight. When the Pacquiao fight was done in the ring and the fight was over, they announced Mayweather the winner. Nobody was sitting here saying, you know what? Give us Andre Berto next, man. Nobody fucking asked for Andre Berto. All right, knock it off. And for those of you that's telling me that he's a, you know, 2-time welterweight champion, I already told you he beat, what's the dude's name? Miguel Rodriguez. And he beat John Zavic. So, okay, yeah, he's a 2-time welterweight champion. Then on All Access, or I seen the his media day workout, they just conveniently, the two hosts, it was Big Tigger, who used to host Rap City back in the day, BT, Big Tigger, and it was some other dude. They're talking to Berto. They just conveniently left out him getting his ass whooped against Guerrero. They just kept talking about Ortiz and the Soto Karass loss and how he had 1 failed shot at Mayweather. I'm like, no, he had 2, because Ortiz beat him and fought Mayweather. Then Guerrero beat him and fought Mayweather. They just conveniently skipped out that he had a second chance at Mayweather. But yeah, either way, the fight's here. And again, I don't know what Andre Berto is going to bring to the table that I haven't seen. People keep talking about this, you know, power, strength, all this shit. Like, Andre Berto's the first guy to bring this to the table. No, I've seen Zab Judah bring this shit to the table. I've seen Manny Pacquiao bring some of these attributes to the table. Andre Berto doesn't have attributes that nobody has had before that's faced Floyd Mayweather. Let's quit hyping Andre Berto up. That's the only thing. Let's just not hype him up. Now, if you think it's going to be more exciting than Pacquiao, that's fine. I don't see how, being that he's bringing a lesser skill set. He doesn't bring nothing to the table. Now, I know you guys aren't comparing Berto and Pacquiao on a historical level, who's accomplished more, because that's will be asinine to do that. But what I'm saying is, for example, I think Pacquiao on a historical level is a greater fighter than Maidana, right? But styles make fights. I understand that. But see, Maidana was able to bring something to the table that Pacquiao didn't. Physicality. His physicality is what got Mayweather on his back foot and had him stuck a little bit in that first Maidana fight. The physicality of it all and just the all out awkwardness of Maidana. It caught Floyd off guard. Berto doesn't bring this physicality, hand speed. Shit, what hand speed? The hand speed that I seen Zab Judah and Manny Pacquiao both possess. Berto doesn't punch faster than him. And I know Berto's very top heavy and he looks very muscular. It doesn't mean anything. I've seen his top heavy muscular ass get beat a few times by slower guys. It's the physicality, man, and he doesn't have no physicality to him. So, you know, him having a better fight than Pacquiao, I mean, is it possible? Of course it's possible. Anything's possible. But I don't see what he's bringing to the table that's so different. Like I gave you an example, Maidana had the physicality. He's not faster than Pacquiao. Doesn't, in my opinion, single shot hit harder than Pacquiao. It was his but he's a lot more physical than Pacquiao. Berto, his feet aren't as fast. His hands, if anything, they're just as fast. His power, if not more, is probably just as powerful. He doesn't do anything that exceeds Manny Pacquiao. So I don't get how this is going to be a better fight. And people say, oh, because he gets up and keep coming. Okay, motherfucker, don't Pacquiao. People act like Manny Pacquiao got hit and just, you know, that Pacquiao would get hit and wave the white flag. Pacquiao always returned fire. He's always in bloody fights. And look at his Morales fights and his Marquez fights. And this dude was always in action-packed fights. Floyd Mayweather make the fight boring. Credit to him because he wants to pot shot, leave with no harm, no injuries, no fouls. And he wants to get a 12-round UD, and that's fine. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying don't sit and act like it was Manny Pacquiao's fault because the fight was boring. Because when I seen Pacquiao trying to engage, I saw Floyd just hold him. Now, it was one of Floyd's game plans to hold, and it's okay to hold. I'm not calling him a pussy because he held. I seen Evander Holyfield hold the shit out of Mike Tyson. That was a part of his game plan, to hold, maul, get off combinations first, and do not let Mike Tyson work inside. Hold his ass via vice grip. So it's okay to hold. But don't sit here and act like Floyd Mayweather since, let's say, shit, after the Ricky Hatton fight. Don't sit and act like he's just been this exciting guy to watch, man. He hasn't. He's been Floyd just, you know, Money May. He's just been doing his thing. Now, Pacquiao could have turned it up and tried to go all out and just tried. I guess he could have tried harder, but shit, Mayweather could have tried harder. They both could have tried harder. It's nobody's fault. You can't just blame it on one person. But shit, Floyd fight's extremely boring also. But it's highly effective. I'm just trying to be real, man. But I'm not going to sit and act like it's the most exciting shit I've ever seen, because it's not. The defense is, you know, remarkable. But if I'm watching a fucking football game, man, and the final score is 6-3, and the team is, you know, 16-0 at the, you know, after the end of the season, but their, you know, scoring average is 10, and they give up 3 points, so they win 10-3 every goddamn game. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that was the most remarkable shit I've ever seen, unless I'm just talking about their lockdown defense. But I like a little bit of both. I don't like just all offense or just all defense. I like it balanced, and sometimes Floyd's shit goes on more defensive. I'm just rambling, y'all. I'm out.